Hey man, you already know how we rocking. It's another episode of Bad for the Community. We back with it. It's Young Rob on the mic, St. Yves to the right,
Gang.
Tomo to the left. Demon voice. And unfortunately, Nate Nix is not in the room. But before you close,
how you doing?
Before you close the app,
damn nigga. What? Before you close the what?
Before you close the app, because Nate's a fan favorite. If he not here, niggas might be like, "Fuck it, I'm not listening to this shit." I'm joking.
Nah, he's here.
In spirit.
Yeah, exactly.
He just don't got no camera, but he's here. He's probably not gonna talk that much this episode, but yeah, he's here.
I got
What this nigga doing?
I don't know what this nigga.
He's gonna take this shit off the wall and then fuck everything up.
I'm saying, yeah, you should leave that, bro. No cap. We still here though, you know what I'm saying?
You know, we gotta say that shit.
Bad
Hello,
for the
how you doing?
community, big for the
Nigga, I don't know how that
community.
nigga be saying that shit. No
Hello,
bullshit.
how you doing? That was not how. That's not. I butchered the
that
fuck out of that shit.
Hello, how you doing?
Yo,
You added an action to that shit. I don't know why you did that.
Yo, shit, bro. Yo, honestly, I'm kind of glad he's not here, bro. That means my attendance record is solid compared to you, cause you be taking breaks. You'll be taking breaks. Usually it's Nate who never be taking breaks.
Yeah.
So now he did it. It's like
I think Tomo's been absent more than me.
Oh,
and
sure.
I'm
I
right
don't know if
there.
that's a question.
That's cap, bro.
Nah, bro.
Like the whole first season, we didn't even have you niggas. So I don't even know what the fuck you talking
practice
about,
runs,
bro.
nigga. They don't even know about that shit.
Bro,
Nah, he was telling the truth though. He was holding it down. But shit.
This nigga's gonna quit.
Oh shit.
I don't know about
But he's
that,
here though.
man.
But he's here though. You feel me?
You know how many
He's
times
here.
niggas ask me like, yo, bro, where Tomo be? I be like, Tomo doing Tomo. I don't
Cooking
know.
up. People be asking me
feel
that too. I be like, yo, the other day, somebody was like, "Are you mad at them?" I was like, "Nah,
Are
why?"
you mad
I was
at
like, "They was like, why you not in the podcast?" I was like, "I be doing shit."
That's
I
mad
was
funny.
like,
That niggas like will see like what's happening on pod and expect like, oh, is there smoke?
Bro. Yeah.
You feel me?
What
Like
was that one episode though?
Senseless smoke.
You was kind of,
Pull up
I
to the
don't know. You
peace
kind of angry, nigga. No bullshit.
Which one?
That's what it was like.
No, nigga.
I think something like Nate corrected a word you said or some shit, and then from there you just
It was a
kinda-
Breach
you
Mob
just kinda
episode.
Snapped,
Yeah,
nigga. And I was just like,
nah.
I was just like,
Bro, I'm telling you, even when me and Nate be going at it like hard body, we'll turn the camera off and it's like it's really like it just gets dropped.
why you pick Nate to wrestle with?
It's our
Because he
dynamic,
wanted
bro.
to slap his titties.
Oh, I didn't slap the nigga's titties, bro. You bugged out, bro.
Bro, you can see it, Jill, bro.
He's actually hitting him. This isn't
You
real
just slapped his titty twice.
I chopped it. I chopped it. It's a chop, my nigga. You never seen Ric Flair do it, bro?
Hey, bro, he was explaining it to me the other day how it worked and shit. I was looking at it. He was like, "You got." You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
nah.
was
I
like,
looked it up,
yeah.
and that is what they be doing. No
Some
bullshit.
funny shit.
But yo, I need to ask you a question, Tomo.
What's
Cause
up?
some dope shit happened this week, bro.
Yeah.
You had Orion Sun rocking.
Orion Sun is
Orion.
crazy.
Orion. Oh, shit.
Shout out Orion Sun, you feel me? Yeah.
Orion Sun. Shout out. Yeah, nah. Shout out to Orion
Bro,
Sun.
that shit was crazy.
It was
bro.
rocking. She was rocking the Clothes by Tomo, the beanie and the hoodie.
Yeah, facts.
How'd you get her to do that, bro?
All right, Pete. So boom, like a couple months ago, this nigga
You had to
Nate,
coerce her?
yo, you tweaking, bro. But nah, Pete. So a couple months ago, this nigga Nate put me on her music and shit. I'm like, I'm fucking with it. This shit's fire. Then he's like, yo, she's on tour. She about to come to Boston. Do you want to pull it to the show? I'm like, yeah, I'll pull it to the show.
For those that don't know, this is like one of Nate's favorite artists.
Yeah,
if
facts.
not the favorite artist. You feel me? So it's a big
That's
deal.
a fact.
Yeah.
So, right, niggas is like, I don't know. I guess he thought I was bluffing about pulling up to the show or some shit. So like, he every couple weeks he'd be like, yo, you still gonna pull up to the show? I'm like, yeah, facts. Then he was like, yo, you should give her some clothes. I was like, all right, that's smart. Yeah, facts. So we pull up, and Sadiq had been selected to like photograph the show. For each show that she's doing in each state, she's having somebody like from the
local
crowd.
dude.
Yeah, facts.
Oh,
and
from the crowd.
they're giving
That's
out
dope.
a disposable camera for them to take pictures.
Oh,
And,
I think it's
yeah.
been like they recognize that he's a photographer, and it's like they hit him up or some shit. It's like, nah, he just
Yeah.
got pointed out.
Nah, it's not
And
even
give it
like
to-
that. Like they'd be like, comment if you want to be the one to have the
okay.
disposable camera for the show.
That's cool.
And so he commented. I think Jay Berry commented too. No bullshit. But yeah, so Sadiq got selected for that shit. And so from that point on, when he got selected, he was in contact with her manager and shit.
Oh, it's
So
dope.
then when we pull up to the show, I have the clothes with me. He's like, yeah. Earlier in the day, he had asked the manager if he could swing her the clothes and shit. So when we got there, they had the merch table set up and shit. He got the camera. A couple minutes passed. He hands him the clothes. So I'm like, all right, bet. So now we just cool and just waiting for the opener to come out and shit. It was Dean Spencer. He's fired too. No bullshit. nigga from New York. But we waiting for her to come out, and I'm like, yo.
Were you expecting her to rock the clothes during the performance, or you just wanted her to
it, bro? Let me get to this shit, bro. I'm like, yo, we sitting there, bro. It was me, this nigga Jay Burry, Nate, Keith, D. I was like, yo, it would be crazy if she just came out in the hoodie. And then he was like, yeah, that shit would be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we get past the opener. She comes out, she wearing a hoodie. I'm like, yo, before she even came out, somebody passed out, no bullshit. On some real, that shit was some crazy shit, nigga. Yo, it was like, yo, they were doing a drum roll, she about to come out. All you hear is, yo, stop, wait. Turn around, everybody's like, oh shit, somebody passed out. Like, I was really mad generous, they silenced everything. I remember when we was at A$AP Mob, a nigga passed out right in front of me, bro.
They just carried that nigga. Took that nigga, bro. Show gotta go.
Shit, I'm saying.
Show don't
she
stop.
came out, she was like, I hope everybody's okay. And then she went back out, made a grand entrance. And then she was like, yo, who made this hoodie that I'm wearing right now? You know, he was in the front. I was like, yo, it's me. I had on my hoodie too. What,
imagine if a nigga was like, yo, it's me.
Bro, I'll be like, you a bitch. I don't know how to be like, but I was like, yeah, it's me. She was like, that's what's up. This shit's hot. She dapped me up. She was going on with the performance and shit. And that shit was dope. I didn't expect her to come out in it. So that shit was fire. And after the show, she came off the stage and she was like doing meet and greet and shit. So then I got to take a flick with her. And then, yeah, I was telling her, send her P.O. box and shit. And then I'll send her more gear and shit. Mm-hmm. And yeah.
That's fine.
And then the next day, she posted like the recap thing, and then like the footage with her with the beanie. I didn't even know that was gonna come out. That was just her in the studio after the show type shit. So when that came out, I was like, yo, that shit's crazy for me. Like during the performance, she didn't have on a beanie.
Yeah, okay. So she was really rocking with it. So even after the performance, she still thought it was hard enough to.
Yeah, and then she followed me. She followed both my pages. She followed the Clo page and my main page. So yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
She's fire. And we got her some beats too. Me and this nigga Nate. When we wrapped up the package with the clothes, we put a USB and like a small note and shit. So then she was saying like, yeah, we gonna listen to the beats when we get to the hotel and shit. So I was like, yo, that's crazy. That's fire.
This nigga Tomo about to get us out the hood. We about to be
out here. We all doing that shit out here.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah, it's real shit, man. Shout out Orion Sun.
Nah, for real, that's big. That's big. Anything new with you, birthday boy? Happy belated birthday.
Appreciate it. Nigga said birthday boy.
Not the
birthday boy. Birthday
boy. Nah, it was good. It was a good little day, bro. You know what I mean?
Just Malari too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the day before.
Day before that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of niggas born in May. I be thinking about that shit every year. I'm just like, damn, bro. Like, mad niggas is born in May. And I don't know if I'm just noticing it because like it's my birth month. You know, I'm just paying more attention.
A lot of niggas is born every month.
Yeah, I was about to say like.
No, but like, I mean, yeah.
Man, I know 2 other people with the same birthday as me.
Y'all think I was special?
3,
like, niggas can't have the same birthdays as you?
Nah,
not
that's
all.
different though.
I can't think of a lot of people's birthdays in October. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Drake.
I was about to say, yeah, ain't that nigga like October
Nate.
very own?
Me. No, mad people actually. But yeah, as you were saying, bro. Cinco de Mayo, how you spend your birthday, bro?
Not doing no Mexican shit, I'll tell you that. Niggas be, you know how many times I get that joke, bro?
Yo, your
like,
birthday is on Cinco de Mayo, bro. Cinco de Mayo.
Niggas be like, yo, bro, you gotta get like bottles and shit. You gotta go drink. You gotta go to a Mexican restaurant. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, I'm black. Fuck that got to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
I'm black.
You feel me?
I feel you. But shout out to their culture, you know. Let them rock.
The thing is, niggas don't even understand. It's not even like a widely Mexican celebrated thing. It only has to do with like a certain part of Mexico that was like, it's like a battle against, I think, like the French or some shit.
Yeah,
they won that shit. Has nothing else to do with Mexico in that regard. But other than that, nigga, I was just chilling. You know what I mean? I just took the day to just like get away from everything. I didn't open my laptop once. You know what I mean? I was just relaxing, just cooling it.
As you should, bro.
Smooth, bro.
Taking that in. Was there any like reflection moments? You look back
Reflection
and be
moments?
like, oh shit. When I was 22.
I was about to say, so you 23 now, nigga.
Yeah.
You've been 23.
Saying,
so I'm just late. I'm late to the party.
I didn't really think about it like that. You know what I mean? I think more so it's just like, you know, seeing everyone hit me up. It's just like, yo, I'm really appreciative and thankful for all the people that really fuck with me. You know what I mean? That's really the only reflection I had in that moment, on that day. But,
you ever wonder if your birthday is actually your real birthday?
No.
Bro, because you wasn't there when you was born, nigga.
I know a couple, like, especially like
bro, like
older
that's just what niggas
people
said, bro.
Like,
that don't mean that's when you was born, bro.
Date, and then there's like your real birthday. I know plenty of like Cape Verdeans who like have different like 2 birthdays, bro.
Oh, that's because they immigrated though.
Yeah.
Nah.
How can you prove you was born that day, bro?
Why do I need to?
I don't know.
Like, what does it really check?
Bro, think about it.
Maybe you
I'm gonna go with that day.
Maybe you older than you actually are. Maybe you younger. You don't even know.
But it's all
nobody know.
But it's all a
except
social
the niggas
construct.
that was there.
It's all a social construct, bro.
I feel like it's a way to track your age. It's a measurement. It's a form of measurement.
I'm hip. Even that's a social construct, though. Feel me? Like the creation of time and us buying.
Y'all
into
ever
it.
had that one person hit you up on your birthday? Like, why you saying happy birthday to me?
You feel like that?
No, I was about to say I haven't felt like that, but I'm just thinking like, have y'all ever had that moment?
You must have felt like that, because why would you? Somebody describe that to you.
No, because like I'm thinking like, yo, like the people who did hit me up, they're like, yo, I haven't talked to you in a minute, and it's a good thing. Like, oh, like shout out to you for remembering that, whatever, like reaching out to me. Yeah. And I'm thinking like the opposite of that though. Like, I don't think I've ever had anyone that hit me up. And I'm like, I don't want you saying that shit to me.
Wow,
that's weird. That's when someone giving you like well wishes, bro, and you be like, fuck you.
Nah, bro, a lot of people out there don't fuck with some people.
I thought it would be the opposite question of like people get upset when certain people don't say happy birthday to them, or people like know it's their birthday. Like for example,
that's
like
weird too though.
Why is that weird? Because like
you're upset that someone didn't say happy birthday to you?
I do think that's weird. I was talking about in the sense of like someone it might be someone's birthday and they post it on their story, and then you like swipe onto their story and you're like, fuck, now they know I know their birthday. And it's like and I kind of do I am I obligated to say something? Like sometimes I don't
say something, even if it's somebody I ain't seen in years. Because I'm not going. The thing is, if they don't do that post, I'm not gonna remember that shit. I barely remember people's birthdays in general. Like I feel like the only couple people's birthday I remember is my mom and my sister. And my sister's birthday, I always forget the date because her birthday is close to my grandma's birthday. Her birthday is close to my great grandma's birthday. Nah, I do. It's it's March 15th.
You think? Oh, you know.
Yeah, nah, it's 14th. But nah, that's the thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the 14th. Yeah, no bullshit. But yeah, facts. It's because she has the same not the same birthday, but her birthday is either the day. It's like the day after or the day before my great grandma's birthday.
So that's the only time you know her birthday. It's like, oh shit, it's great grandma's birthday. All right, that means it's coming up.
Sometimes I'll know. I'll just know because like I'll be like, yo, her birthday's coming up. I gotta get her something for me.
Oh shit, Mother's Day tomorrow. Nigga.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, I just realized that. Thank you for actually reminding me, bro. I would have woke up Sunday morning and just looked at my mom like, what's up?
I got.
Nah, but there's plenty of people like I might not have the energy that day to say happy birthday. Don't take it personally.
But that should take 2 seconds, especially if I'm on your story. Like I'm gonna swipe up, be like, yo, what's up? Happy birthday. Keep pushing. You know,
I don't got the energy, bro, and that's why you know who I really appreciate. I appreciate the people that like you don't talk to them too often, and they don't expect you to like always be reaching out to them. But then when y'all actually do link up or finally speak, it's like it picks up just where it left off. Those are the relationships I appreciate. You know, some people equate like friendship or the quality of a friendship
it's like frequency.
Dependent exactly on the frequency of how often you talk. But it should honestly be about, for me personally, like it's about the impact of like when we are, you know, during those moments. If you know those moments might not be frequent, but they're impactful when they do happen. So I appreciate
you
those.
Experienced that? Like you seen somebody you ain't seen in a while and they be like, yo, like fuck you nigga, you never hit me up. They be like that.
All the time. You never had the person be like, yo, you never call me or you never text me. It's like
that's family.
Like, yo, like what?
Yeah, you know.
Nigga be busy.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
And I could do better in that sense, but like I just wish people didn't have that same expectation because it's like, you know, I got shit going on and I give you that same courtesy in the sense of like, I know you got shit going on. So I don't take it personal if someone don't hit me up all the time because it's like you dealing with life. You know, you heard the bell ringing?
It's not the bell, it's the phone.
It's like the phone. I was like,
But yo, you know what does kind of make you think like, or make you appreciative of the small moments because this shit could be taken away very quickly. And I think we've seen that in the last couple of days with, you know, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. And I know that's a very controversial conversation to have because it's like we eat like just have y'all seen the social media reactions
for sure
around his death?
For sure.
Hey, bro.
Absolutely.
That nigga contributed to his own death, bro. That nigga
contributed.
That's
same shit.
Wait. Why do you feel that way? That's crazy.
The way he was eating. Killed himself, basically.
I mean, we don't know that's like, we don't know if that's the actual
but like people did
say it was his cholesterol.
But then they said there was a shorty that was with him that he met the day before. I don't know. I was like, shorty about to kill that nigga. Oh no.
All right, before we really get into
it. That's what Vibes Cartel comments and everything. He's like, the girl them killed him.
Nigga didn't know the shorty. He's like, I don't know, bro.
Oh, before we start spreading like false information, from what I know at least, he suffered from cardiac arrest. He died from cardiac arrest.
It's cholesterol, not right?
It's a heart attack.
I feel like it was from the cholesterol. That's what I said.
I mean, people were saying like he be drinking Red Bulls on stream.
Oh shit.
So like, you know, that's pumping like, I don't know, that has an effect on the heart.
Yeah.
Your blood pressure's rising and everything. So you're more susceptible to that maybe, but I'm not even about to try to make conclusions until
RP to that man. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. At the end of the day, that man's got a family and loved ones and people that care for him. So, you know, I try to watch what I...
You can say that about everybody.
That's why it's valid for everybody. Why
That's not true for everybody, I don't think. Bro.
Everyone has family, bro.
Not everybody got family.
Well, it depends if I care about their family too.
Friends, whatever you want to label it. And family, I'm not saying family in the sense of blood. It's just that's what they consider family.
Nah,
people
that's
close
not
to
true
them.
for everybody, bro. You met everybody?
Oh my God, we're not gonna do that. But like, okay,
I'm being serious. Though.
but does that justify
You can
like
say
the
the same shit
people
about
that you
Hitler,
seen
nigga.
like on like Twitter like celebrating his death?
Nah,
saying,
that's fucked up.
That's fucked up. Like, are you standing on that same point?
No. The thing is, I'm not gonna do it myself, right? I don't feel that way. I'm not gonna be taking time and energy out my day to hop on Twitter and be like, yo, fuck that nigga, da-da-da. Rest in piss. Mad niggas were saying that shit.
Yeah,
Rest in
that's
piss.
crazy.
You feel me? I'm like,
Or like he got what he like was coming for him, karma,
me?
all that.
I'm not gonna do that. Just because for me to do that, it means that nigga has way too much presence in my life. And it's like, yo, I know how I feel about that dude. I didn't really care for him when he was here. He's dead now. It's like, all right, keep it pushing. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit there and be like, yo, fuck this nigga and put all that energy onto the world. Like, for what?
Because
That's just a waste of my time.
I had to ask myself, I was like, yo, because I couldn't understand that feeling to do that. So I had to ask myself, yo, who's the most extreme version, like, where I would be happy that that person died, bro? And then the first answer that came
What, Trump?
was Trump. And even then I was like, going out my way to celebrate it,
saying,
though.
though,
Like,
'cause, like,
I was just feeling different. Like,
It's the same
I
shit
don't
when
give
people
a
be
fuck.
like, yo, I hate this person. Like, to say you hate someone means they clearly have a very strong presence
you
in
loved
your
them
life.
at one point.
You feel me? I don't know if you love them, but they definitely have some type of impact in your life.
Okay.
And you now taking the time to like put that into the world, it's just pushing their agenda more further, in my opinion.
Bro, these people be celebrating the death and shit, bro. I don't know. That's just some fishy shit. Cause it's like, it's just some real fishy shit, bro. Just cause you don't like that person, you gonna celebrate their death. So then, but when you die, people celebrating your death, you don't want people to stand up for you.
I was gonna say that though. But no.
Everybody has people that don't like them, you feel me?
For sure. But
I think I know where he's about to go.
It's free game. I was just thinking about this shit a little earlier. Like we talked about it like briefly yesterday. If you're out here taking time of your life to be, criticizing people and be like, yo, black women got to do this and, shame, just, bashing black women and all this shit, bro. When you die, it's free game for them to be like, yo, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck everything you stood for. You dead. Let's celebrate that shit. Cause my nigga, you put that energy out there, you're receiving it, so be it. You feel me? So, I'm not gonna tell anyone to be like, yo, don't do that.
Exactly.
That's how you feel? By all means. And I was even saying this earlier to my friend. I was just like, yo, like, at the end of the day, even though I feel that way, if I see somebody doing that, I can understand it because maybe doing that for you is like a release. That's a release of all that hate, like the hatred or like whatever feelings like he made you feel. That's you just putting it out and be like, all right, this is my way to finally close that door, to walk away from it. I'm gonna be like, yo, fuck this nigga. You can rest in piss. Yo. And then you're gonna have people who be like, yo, I resonate with that. I feel that. Let's move on from this now.
Yo, I feel you.
Now,
I don't know.
There's truth in that, and I hope people like seen how people were receiving his death and realize how important legacy is, bro, and like what you're doing right now. Because some people be like, yo, I don't give a fuck, like, and they just serve themselves because that's all they care about in the moment. But just recognizing like when you do die, like you said, it's up for everybody else to determine what your legacy is, and that's the legacy that he left. So I will say, I personally don't agree. This nigga really
nigga guzzling. Nigga guzzling.
Drinking my water, man. What's up, niggas?
So that's why I don't want to completely discount the people who are angry at the things he said. I don't agree with the people who like go out their way to be like rest in piss and everything. But I also am not surprised if people feel away because for I didn't agree with the method of how he was doing things.
The way I see it is like when people do that type of shit, it's kind of like when they be dissing their dead ops. But it's like, how's this man not really an op to y'all? You feel me? Like,
he's not.
Yeah, he was going online saying mad hurtful shit, bro.
But that's all he did. He just hurt feelings. It's not like he really like contributed. Like
I feel you. But the thing is,
more than just feelings.
That's pushing a certain narrative.
Black women,
that's what I'm saying.
bashing certain people
because it'll sway the view of like the masses. Actually, that shit could happen.
You feel me?
But I don't know.
Spreading.
It's just
terrible propaganda.
Gender role. He was spreading gender roles and like the beauty standards that he was pushing on people was very just outdated. Like, like his beliefs. I mean, he's a middle-aged man, bro. Like it's
just a celebration of death that I find weird.
That's the thing I find weird.
I'm not saying you gotta feel sorry for the nigga either.
Not yeah.
But it's just like, yeah. Cause I don't know.
But then when do you draw that line?
What you mean?
Celebrating certain people's deaths. Because when Bin Laden died, niggas were like, yo, we killed that nigga Bin Laden, da, da, da. I didn't feel that way. You feel me? But a lot of people did.
But that's the thing too.
That's
I feel like
completely different, bro.
No, but like it's like, an extreme version of it, but it's still rooted in we're celebrating someone's death.
One is considered to Americans as like a war criminal, someone who actually like killed.
And to black women, this is someone who's literally attacking me and bashing me every single time they open their mouth.
Hold on. Where
even in that,
I don't want to invalidate the feelings of black women at all, because their hurt is real, and what he was pushing was
you heard about Bin Laden?
Hold on.
That's all I was about to say. I don't feel like we should have celebrated that.
He contributed to the death of mad people. Mad people lost their lives during 9/11. That's completely different than a dude streaming, and you don't have to turn his stream on to hear what he's got to say, bro. You like, that's the difference. Like, come on, we're not gonna act like those two things. You know, I can't tell someone how to feel.
I
like,
didn't say they're the same thing, but I'm talking about what's rooted as a result of it.
Murder.
People feel
murder, bro. Like, wouldn't we consider murder to be the highest like sin?
Even with that, I feel like it makes sense for the people that went out on the mission to celebrate, because it's like a successful mission. But like for the country to celebrate, like, yeah, y'all just killed this nigga. That's just kind of weird.
I mean, I wasn't personally celebrating, but you got to understand, like, there was families that were harmed from that situation.
Like, there's people who are harmed in both stances.
That's why it's really all subjective based on like your perspective.
Example you brought up too.
If you're an American, bro, you see as a war criminal. If you're from the Middle East, you might see it as like the Americans just taking away one of your leaders.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's all subjective. I understand that, but I wouldn't equate murder to like.
I'm not doing that.
To just like someone pushing misogynistic. I'm not. But why would you bring that extreme example up then?
Because it's people celebrating another person's death.
Exactly.
That didn't affect them.
That's the biggest person I could think of in the moment, because it's like Trump is not dead yet. So we won't see how that's actually received until it happens. You feel me? First person I thought of was Bin Laden. Mad niggas celebrated that shit. Like niggas in the streets parading that shit.
Because him being alive could be considered a threat to the livelihoods of other people. Was the livelihood of other people at threat with Kevin Samuels being alive?
Yeah.
To some people, yes.
Yeah, actually.
No, he was pushing the misogynistic
narrative. There's niggas who are consuming that like, yeah, bro, this nigga's right. And they're out here treating and disrespecting women off of what he's saying.
That's true. No. There's truth in that, bro. But I would separate those two things. I would separate those two things, but it's not to discount the message that he was spreading. You feel me? Like, I know a lot of people are gonna try, but he did mad good. Like, he motivated mad people. But like, it's the messaging and how he was saying it that I never agreed with either. And I know the thinking behind it. I understand the thinking behind it. That nigga didn't pop off or get on our radar until he was saying those fucked up jokes. Remember when what's it called? He dude called into his show and he's like, yeah, how tall are you? He's like 5'10". He's like, okay, yeah.
I was just watching that shit. That shit was some funny shit. He's like, so you a fat fuck.
Exactly.
Like,
so that when I seen that, I was like, all right, you didn't have to do all that, bro. You're going out of your way to be intentionally hurtful because you know there's comedic value in that. And that's when people started paying attention. So if you know that's what people are paying attention to, what you gonna do? You're gonna keep running with that formula. And that's some shit I never agreed with, but I understand in the sense of like, that is how he makes his bread, bro. He's got to be provocative in that sense. Does not mean I agree with it.
Another nigga, he said, you got a big dick.
That was the same nigga. That was the same nigga.
But you know what? That dude might look back and be like, yo, you know, I needed to hear that shit.
Now, there was a woman who did came out and say like, yo, like, despite what you feel, like, shout out Kevin Samuels, because like, he's the reason why I went on and lost weight. I'm like,
multiple things can be true. You feel me? For some
people, take a nigga dissing you to go lose weight. That's some shit you gotta deal with yourself.
For her, that's what she needed.
Some people do need that, like, kicking their ass and just like someone pushing them or shitting on them for them to want to like turn their life around. Some people don't need to be, you know, degraded or like verbally abused to get the message. So I completely understand. And if you don't like them, you don't have to like them, bro. I'm not knocking anybody. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to even care about that man. But going out I'm talking about the extreme people talking about like, yo, rest in piss and all that. That's just unnecessary. That's distasteful. Feel me? At the end of the day, that's a lost human. You feel me? So rest in peace to that man. You know, well wishes to his family. It's an unfortunate situation nonetheless. But I hope we all just are more considerate about the impact that we're leaving on other people, because that shit can happen to you too if you're not treating the right people.
Oh, you talking about like the reception of
the reception
of your
bro.
death. I feel you.
You know?
I feel you.
If I die, you see niggas, yo, fuck that nigga Tomo. He was selling me fake kicks, bro. Back in the
and that's the thing. Some people are going to look at your death and be like, good riddance, bro. And then some people, but you just gotta hope that like the good outweigh the bad. You know what I mean?
Is, like, you could look at people who died recently. Like, you look at the difference of how they were received. I seen this on Twitter. People are like, yo, niggas didn't talk this way about Chadwick Boseman. Niggas didn't talk this way about
crazy
DMX.
about him before he died though. And then after he died, it was like, oh shit, probably you shouldn't
for sure. And that's a reflection on them though. But it's different in terms of how his death is being received. That's what I'm
because the legacy that he left behind.
He wasn't moving like that.
I understand.
So, man.
Like I said, I don't agree with how you went about things. You know what I mean?
Of who you are.
It's like that one girl that hated Betty White. When Betty White died, she was like, I was praying on my biggest downfall. She was like, fuck Betty White.
Niggas are coming at her.
Always gonna be somebody that hates you, but just celebrating that shit is.
But that's even weirder because like, yo, she don't even know her for real. What did Betty White ever do to her? Betty White don't do nothing. She's just living, from what I know.
And you know,
that's what I'm saying. You don't know.
She's just living.
And it's interesting. I think like, you know, breaking this down is interesting because it goes back to our conversation about like intention and then impact. You feel me? So like to him or to even his followers, they can ignore like, you know, him being a dickhead and all that shit or being degrading or pushing a misogynistic narrative because the intention is to bring people together or bring families together, help people with relations and shit. But sometimes your intentions don't fucking matter if the impact is not matching up or correlating and you end up hurting people more than you're trying to help. So that goes back to that conversation as well. So
when did y'all believe the news? I seen it like early in the day and I was just like, I thought it was just like a hoax.
When I seen academics post it, I was like,
that's what confirmed it for me. When that nigga said R.I.P. I was like, oh, so it's real.
Cause like I think he's spoken to him before, like, or
most likely.
You know what I mean? He's got at least
that nigga Ack is doing his thing, man.
He's got relationships to find that out if that's true or not. So once I seen that, I was like,
anytime I want to find out somebody died, I just go search their name on Twitter and see like what all the tweets is about. No bullshit.
No, but those a couple of hours where it's like
we didn't know.
Nothing was really confirmed. I thought it was just like a hoax. Someone probably made the tweet.
Because at first it was like
that nigga and it's just a
usually
joke.
You'll see it. Like you'll click the replies and be like, nah, this ain't happened.
And there's both of them. There's both sides. Niggas in the comments like, nah, this is fake.
Oh, he just offline.
Publications posted it. And then you have people like, nah, that nigga dead. It's like, I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know.
Like when Gunu passed, nigga, I searched his name, nigga, and I seen Duop was tweeting shit.
For sure.
He wasn't even tweeting shit like the nigga died. He was just like, damn, I can't believe it. I was like, damn, yeah.
Yeah, facts.
I have died. I was just like, fuck.
It's crazy because I was talking about that nigga with Lucky at the Lucky Show.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like, before he passed, Fid.
Yeah, before he passed.
That's
talking about
Gunu.
No, yeah,
Gunu. He's talking Lucky.
We was talking about like, because like I said something and I was like, hey, auntie. He's like, oh, y'all fuck with him over here? And I was like, yeah. I was like, my boy Malloy put me onto him like in high school, And then a couple weeks later, boom, nigga dead. I'm like, oh, shit.
That's crazy.
After that conversation.
You said Mallory,
after that conversation, he died, yeah.
You said Mallory's name?
Yeah.
That's important.
Well, no, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say Mallory's name. Nah. That's my boy.
That's the thing. I understand it now, seeing it from an outside perspective. Nate was talking to me about that. Like, I'll be like, yo, I'll be talking about some shit that I didn't. With Nate. Yeah. But I'll be talking about it and I'll just be like, yeah, you went to go do da-da-da. And he'd be like, see? You'd be like, I was there too. Why you ain't saying my name? And I get it now.
Well,
because it's important.
If I'm talking to Lucky, bro, and this nigga looking at me, what the fuck is a Mallory to him?
But nah, if you be like, my bro Mallory, if you don't be like, yo, Mallory told me it's like my bro Mallory. Because thing too, that nigga has a unique ass name, bro. You feel me? Right now, niggas is on a come up. That's something that sometimes that shit sticks in niggas' head. You feel me?
Mallory. Yeah. True.
I think about shit like that.
That's true.
Because that shit happen a lot with my name. Niggas be like, because I'm really the only nigga I know with my name. You feel me? So when niggas be like,
bro, I seen a tweet the other day. That shit had like 16,000 likes. Nigga's name was Tomo.
I'm saying, well, who the fuck is that? And most of these niggas' real names don't be Tomo, bro. You feel me?
He said,
like, there's a nigga, the nigga that has the at name Tomo. That's not even his name. I hit the nigga up. I was like, bro, what's your actual name? He's like, it's my nickname is Tomo. I was like, you a bitch, bro. I was like, bro. I was just like, yo. I was just like, fuck it, bro.
That's not a way to convince him to give it to you.
I didn't call him a bitch, bro. I was just
that's
like,
how you feel.
Bro.
If he died and like if it would result, if his death would result in the username being available,
I'm taking that, bro. Soon as I have enough bread and like leverage, bro, I'm taking that shit from that nigga, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. Tell that nigga switch his shit. I'll get his account deleted, all that.
You want to be the only ad Tomo out here?
Not the. I need just that. There's only one ad. You feel me? You just gotta be TOMO. That's me, nigga. You feel me?
I hear you, bro. I feel like there's a lot of Tomos who want that claim too, bro. You might not be the only one.
But that ain't their name though. You feel me? It'll either be Japanese people where it's like Tomo Hagara-san or some shit, nigga. And then it just be niggas that's their nickname and some shit. Nobody's actually named that shit except for my father, for real, nigga.
That's bad.
Yeah.
You're a junior?
Yeah.
So nigga, he should get that shit before you, nigga.
Bro, that nigga don't, bro, that's the thing. That nigga don't even go by Tomo. He has a nickname or a street name that he was going by, you feel me? So that's his shit, you feel me? This is my shit, you feel me?
Having a nickname for Tomo is hilarious because that's already a short ass name, bro.
It's kind of like a nickname isn't always a shortened version of your name, though. You feel me? Like we call this nigga Yves, bro. That has nothing to do with the fuck this nigga name is.
Professional name, bro.
It's his nickname in a sense.
It's not his nickname. It's not just a nickname like, oh, we just call him that to call him that. Like that's what he's selected as how he wants to be presented to the public.
It's true. It's a little different.
That's the same sense in what a street name is. It's like, yo, call me this is my name. What a nigga, you feel me?
I hear you.
That's type shit.
I hear you. Hey man, how'd y'all feel about the
Whack is a crazy street name.
Whack 100.
Those two things.
You know what it's for though?
He be whacking niggas? I don't know.
Type shit, yeah. I guess.
But yo, y'all, talking about whacking niggas, y'all seen the dude who tried to attack Dave Chapelle?
Yeah. Nah, I didn't see the video.
You didn't see it?
I heard about it. I read the headline. You feel me? Yeah, I seen the post, but I didn't see the actual video.
Basically, like, he just ran up on stage and he tried to tackle him.
I heard he had a knife on him? I heard he had a knife on him.
Yeah, like a gun-looking knife.
They tried to give him deadly assault or some shit like that. They said that's what they were charging him with, so probably.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they weren't charging him on at a certain level. They like charging him. I don't know.
I didn't read too deep. It's based off headlines. They were charging him.
That's the generation we live. We just read the headlines.
There's a couple things that came from that story that was kind of weird. So like, I guess academics. This was one of the few times I've seen this nigga like actually fuck up. I guess he like alleged that was someone who it wasn't. So then people were coming at that person. It was like a trans.
Oh, and that's why like people were trying to like put it on the community.
Them, yeah. People were trying to come at them, that individual.
Don't say. Oh, I thought he's saying them as in the community, but them as the person.
Them as the person.
Okay.
Come on, man.
So
trying to come at them.
You know they
and they reply to acts like, yo, like I'm gonna sue you because you're, like defamation. This isn't me. And now you got people harassing me, bullying me, attacking me, and it's like this has nothing to do with me. I'm suing you. I'm like, damn, that nigga fucked up. I was like, this nigga actually fucked up. But I think the person who actually did it, I don't know who they are. You feel me? But from the video that I saw, I guess they're a rapper. I don't know. Oh, where?
They're a rapper. They got like 30,000 followers type shit. That's what I've heard. I didn't do too much digging into it. Bro. All I seen was that I just seen the Mojo Jojo memes. And I was just like, yo, that's bad. Fuck, that nigga, bro.
Like the arm, the arm was like this, and he's just holding it weirdly, like it's like literally popped inwards.
Bro, did you see the lump on his head, bro?
Oh yeah, facts.
That lump.
I was just stuck in the arm, bro. I was like, yo, this shit crazy.
Like, and can you imagine getting folded like that, and now you're getting put into the ambulance, and then there's people recording you? Yeah, that's what you get, and you're just like, what the fuck, nigga?
Nah, like, but there's a couple things I didn't fuck with though.
Why did he try to attack him because of a joke, or he just didn't fuck with that nigga?
Bro. Niggas trying to say it's because of the Will Smith shit. I'm like, y'all reaching.
Yeah. And then there are people trying to attach him to the LGBTQ community.
No, but there's a reason though.
Okay.
Because why did he make the joke after that?
What joke?
He said something like, I forgot what he said. Basically, he said like, yo, this person trying to attack me. I guess they're a trans man or some shit. It's like, that, you didn't have to say that.
Well, he's going with the running joke that like the trans community hates.
Facts, for sure. But it's like,
Dave Chapelle.
Like,
I feel you, it just gives like ammunition for people to,
and it's like,
so
you're clearly acknowledging what is circulating, how people feel about you, and you're gonna keep joking about it.
I hear you.
That's fucked up. I don't like that.
Do you think he should have been folded like that?
That's not.
Or is it free game?
Like doing what security got to do, nigga.
I hear you. Like once you get on stage, bro, you don't care about your livelihood at that point. If you're attacking Dave Chapelle, maybe I'm not gonna say you deserve what you have coming, but just don't be surprised.
Yeah, that nigga probably.
I'm about to say, what you gonna do if a nigga get on stage? Like, not trying to attack you, but if you get on stage, how you approach that? Because I feel like
I'm not gonna lie. I hope I got a gang like Dave Chapelle too. I don't gotta do nothing. Let the security take care of that. You feel me? They're licensed to beat that nigga's ass.
You don't always have security. You feel me? You might be at bigger shows and you still at a certain height where you don't got the security yet, but you doing bigger shows with niggas can't just hop on the stage type shit.
That's interesting.
And there be artists that'll like hit the nigga with the mic, push the nigga off stage.
Yeah, all the KOBK, we just gotta jump that nigga, bro.
Y'all jump that. What if he's a fan, bro? He's just running up. He's like, yo, I just want to flick. You gonna punch that nigga out?
Oh, I mean, it depends. I gotta see what the intention. I gotta look into that man's eye and be like,
that's the thing, though.
What is he trying to do here? I gotta quickly break that down, like foe or friend.
I feel you.
And it depends on that look. Like, depends how they running up on me.
I say you just gotta push him off the stage regardless. Don't punch him out.
Some niggas will be like, yo, relax. They give him the mic and it's like, yo, sing the song. Go crazy. This is your moment. I don't know. You got
no. Who was doing that shit? Was it the ASAP Mob concert? Like, they were niggas like purposely getting on top, and they would let them just to push them niggas off.
Yeah, some people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just gotta push them back into the crowd. Like, yo, get the fuck out of here.
I don't know.
You don't remember that? They would
Action Bronson be doing that.
I think I remember that. I don't know if I'm like
toss them niggas
recreating
out.
that image in my head. I don't know.
Nah, I feel like I remember that happening. That was crazy. Yo, you know, it's mad funny, bro. Last week, someone like a good friend of mine who watches the podcast was telling me, and they watch the podcast. They told me I'm too PC, bro. That I be too PC when
sometimes, yeah,
I do.
It's not PC in the sense
like I'm like
I feel like
I'm the one y'all
play both sides too much. It's like, yo, what's your stance, nigga? We watching this shit to hear from you, not to hear from what you think other people would think, just to say it so that you could.
That's valid, and it actually made me realize that I'm a contrarian, especially on the podcast.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Tell people what that is if they don't know what that is, because that's some SAT words right there, nigga. No bullshit.
But it's like I'm always
on the contrary.
I'm always like engaging in the debate by playing both sides to keep pushing like the conversation, to always see a different side of it. When some people be like, yo, fuck that different side, don't look at the different side. But I also I don't do it on purpose to just like be a devil's advocate, just to be a devil's advocate, but just to actually entertain both sides so I can make the right choice. Like that's the thing. Like it's always like on some absolutism where niggas, it's got to be you're this side or you're that side. And I see a lot of that with the social media shit. Like, and it don't got to be either or, bro. It's like, you know, it's like being religious. Like, yo, some people are mad, determined, like, yo, God is real. This is what I believe in. Everything else you believe in, that's not real to me. And then there's some people who are atheists and don't even believe in God at all. And I'm that guy in the middle. You might even, it's not a satisfying answer to be like, I'm neither yes or no. I just don't believe, and I know I'll never know. It's a little different, but it's
wishy-washy.
What's that called?
It's not wishy-washy. It's not, because the thing is, I've had to like ask myself, like, I do want to be firm in stances, but I feel like a lot of times you sacrificing like, or
nah, because at a certain point you gotta understand it's okay to be wrong. You feel me?
That's the thing. I don't like being ignorant, bro. So like, I'm not going to I don't like being ignorant. So ignorant. I'm not going to just stand on something just to stand on it, just to say I stood on it. Like, if I don't believe it wholeheartedly, I'm not.
Yeah, of course. But I feel like what the person was saying,
some people rather be ignorant and stand on something.
What the person was saying, why they say you was PC, is because it's like that very frequently with many topics. It's not just like, oh, sometimes that'll come up where he's like, because I'm saying shit too. If I don't understand something, I'll be like, yo, I don't know. You feel me? But like,
can't speak on it.
It's certain like I don't know. Certain shit is like, yo, this is what I think about this. You feel me? And that's what it is.
I could speak from the perspective of knowing who you were at 16, 17. This nigga was wrecked. Really was, so I can imagine someone who grew up with you.
Yeah, and that person did grow up with me. And they did acknowledge that. It's like, yo, I know Birdo. So it's like,
there is a shit.
I know that nigga wants to say all the things that.
I think for the better.
For the better?
For the better.
Nah, for sure, bro. Like, and the thing is, in order for me to get to the point where it's like, yo, I do have to do my due diligence to get educated, bro. So that's why, like, during the week, bro, if I come and I sit, like, I'm not trying to just stay not knowing some shit or not staying. I got to go learn more about it, bro. So I'm going to go do my research. I'm going to go read some books on it, bro, just so I have an educated answer for shit. Because, like I said, don't like being ignorant, bro.
You know, and I think I see in myself. I see in you as well. I feel like Tomo is not really as, you know, problematic, so I can't say the same for you. But like, to have awareness in yourself to be like, yo, this is something that, you know, maybe flawed in, or I could change about myself, to just flip the switch and be like, all right, so I'm just correct it and, you know, adapt. Yeah. That's not easy for a lot of people.
You don't think so?
No. And I don't know why.
Like I said,
I never understood why people can't just acknowledge you're wrong and correct yourself on that action and move forward accordingly.
Because I think a lot of people want to, like, they believe being true to themselves. They don't want to change who they are. Like, people be like, that's just who I am. That's just the type of person.
That's a cop-out answer.
That is a cop-out, because it requires no accountability, bro.
Because people don't like feeling uncomfortable. It takes uncomfortability to grow and change.
Yeah,
to say, like to be stuck in their ways and just be like, yeah, this is how it is. And for me, it's smooth like this, so that's how I'm gonna stay.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who think like that, and they rather, and you know. And I noticed that too, like, especially with the last episode, we didn't even like show that part on that episode.
Oh, some of the podcast.
Yeah, the podcast. And like you remember like that last 30 minutes? Like, they didn't see it because I cut it out.
I ain't even peep, man.
You weren't there?
You didn't see the whole shit.
I didn't watch it all the way to the end. You feel me? So
there was a transition. Like, I was saying something and then we just jumped to the outro. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. It was like 4 a.m. when I was, editing it, and I was not about it. I didn't even have the energy, but I already knew that I was gonna cut that part out because me and Nate like kept like debating about this one topic, and I even had to learn from that perspective, like, especially with the contrarian shit. What I learned is like, I don't always got to be right or be understood. You feel me? I feel like a lot of times, like, you know, I believe I got these certain perspectives and I want you to understand them, but some people ain't gonna understand. And sometimes it's backwards to keep entertaining and going back and forth. And, you know, it stops being a
progressive conversation,
or you feel me? And it just turns into like
two people saying the same shit over and over. It's like, we're not gonna agree.
And
for some reason, I just want to get the last word in.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And that's what it's like turned to sometimes. And that's why I gotta just like check myself and be able to agree to disagree. You do not have to agree
check yourself about though. And I was watching, like, this is what I thought when I was watching. I was like, yo, why the fuck would you extort your mother, nigga?
That was a joke, bro. Like, niggas, bro, I love my mother, bro.
You gotta be careful what you say, man.
But that's the thing, bro. That's the thing. I hope people who watch it, like, understand, like, there's nuance and everything, bro. Like, you know when Rob's being, I would hope people know, like,
some
when Rob is being
that
dead
gauge,
ass,
bro. They don't have to measure that.
People gonna clip that. You feel me?
They could do whatever they want to do, bro. Like, they could clip whatever. Like, you can make anybody look bad with a few clips, bro.
I've been seeing this shorty on Twitter. I think she has her own, like, podcast. I think her name's, like, Ziwi, some shit like that.
Oh, yeah, I seen those, like,
with the Charlamagne the God.
And then Chet Hanks. Yeah.
What you about to say?
I forgot what's the setup of the show because I've never seen a full episode.
I don't know if it's like them like clipping things together.
In the clips, like,
it's like ain't no way these niggas are really saying this shit about themselves, and it's like I'm just standing on it.
I mean, I think they go on that show to kind of like face. I don't know. Like from what I've seen,
I think there's some type of reflection going on with the Chet Hanks one. He's just like no,
but it's kind of like
I'm standing on what I'm standing on.
I've seen that, and from what I've seen, it's kind of like she's kind of like embodying cancel culture in a way, and like asking them like
because the way it came off
to
me
be accountable
like,
for that shit.
It's like if I ask you some shit like, oh, do you hate something? You'd be like, oh yeah, I hate apples. But then there's another part in the show where you say white people, and then they just clip it together and now it says, I hate white people. That's what I thought was going on.
You think so?
Cause like, ain't nobody these niggas is saying this shit.
Wait, what did?
Cause like
I know Chet Hanks, she was like, do you want to apologize?
Social justice warriors can kick rocks. And then he repeated it. I'm like, they had to be two different parts in the interview where like he said something and they just clipped it together. I was like, why the fuck would he say that? I was like, what the fuck?
Maybe he stands on it.
Maybe he does. I was like, and now I'm interested to actually watch this shit. Cause like, what the fuck is going on?
I definitely want to watch it too.
That shit was interesting.
Cause I know she was keeping Charlamagne accountable about like the conversations he's had about black women.
That nigga Charlamagne funny too. He said, I have 4 daughters. I'm like, okay. That's like white people being like, I got black friends. I'm not racist.
I don't want to assume what he meant to say, but like me just religiously watching his podcast for like multiple years, I think what he means to say is I wasn't shit. I had my daughters. I know better now because
that nigga not cheating on his wife while he had kids?
Huh? I mean, that nigga, yeah. I don't know. Charlamagne be on some shit sometimes. Like he's funny in a way, like he like be like trophying like I haven't cheated since 2017 of this month of this day. And they be like, what? All right, we get it, bro. You don't got to tell us every chance you get, bro.
Celebrate the wins you have, I guess.
Nah, all I could think of when I seen that show is like, what questions would she ask me? You feel me? And I'd be defending myself real well, bro.
How you feel about that, though? Chet Hanks getting paid to appropriate on Atlanta. How'd you feel about that?
I mean,
that's some funny shit.
I thought it was funny because like, is playing on to like his persona in real life.
But it's like, this ain't got commission to do that.
And I seen a tweet, right? From that, I seen a tweet, someone who tweeted under, because there was people who was replying to that clip of him saying social justice warriors kick rocks and everything. And there are people who are getting upset, right? About like him, appropriating like, patois culture and everything. There's like that.
There's a lot of Jamaicans who fuck with him too, though.
And that's what I was going to say. And then there were people who was like, I'm Jamaican, and the people are like Jamaican people have never had an issue with him. If anything, like we found it funny, fucked with. So it's like, can you be angry for the people who aren't like who are supposed to be affected at it
of it, and they're not,
and they're not even angry? Like, why are you angry then?
Because I would say too,
I don't know.
Just because some Jamaican people aren't angry, don't mean that there are people from Jamaica who are angry.
But what if it's not to say it is, but what if it's the majority? What if a lot of Jamaicans like, yo, we embrace that shit. We fuck with that nigga. He cool.
And you know what I seen someone say, bro? well, of course they would. You know, Jamaicans got a culture of skin bleaching and light colorism and stuff like that.
Not even like that.
Jeez,
I wouldn't even,
bro. Y'all can make anything just
I would think
related.
of it more so on a sense where, all right, Jamaicans is gonna fuck with it because it's putting their culture in front of an audience that it usually wouldn't be put in front of. You feel me? That's what I'm looking at it. Cause it's like, yo, you feel me? They're on a small island, bro. You feel me? There's a bunch of shit going on there, a bunch of like natural disasters and shit. I feel like they just like, yo, they happy to even be embraced by this.
So did you feel that way about the episode?
Like,
since it's about, you know, Trinidadians?
Yeah. When I watched that shit, I thought
that was cool.
I haven't seen Trinidadians portrayed like that on TV at all. Bro.
Usually you see.
So Tomo himself is Trini.
Facts.
So watching that episode, I remember you telling me like that's the first time you've really seen
for sure
seen it in the media and shit.
Because usually I feel like media
on large scale like
it's
that.
Jamaicans, Nigerians, and every now and then you get maybe some mentions of Haitians in terms of like historical context. I've never seen like Trini people represented on like TV.
Yeah,
it's sometimes here and there like you see it like you see it with Nicki Minaj and shit. You feel me?
Okay, yeah.
Trinidad James, you see it, but I feel like that's on a music scale. I never really seen it like in media, like the
TV
or movies.
Show,
You feel me? That shit was rare for me.
So
how you fucked with it?
Yeah.
How did you feel about the portrayal of Trini people?
Some of it was accurate for the most part. No bullshit.
What she said? What was the shit he was eating? Something pepper. And he's like,
spicy curry mango.
Spicy curry mango.
Yeah.
You be eating that shit?
That shit's busting. I don't call it. I feel like that was supposed to be mango chutney. It was what they was referring to. But yeah, facts.
That was an interesting episode. How y'all feel about the Atlanta season so far? Like, I don't want to just break down one episode because it's been like a couple
with it
of
heavy. I feel like this season is very artistic.
I actually really fuck with it. There's a lot of people who hate on it because
like, I just want to follow the gang,
and I'm not mad at.
I'm tired of these anthropology episodes.
I feel like because they're so caught up on that, they're not appreciating like the art that's really like being shown and like given to people. It's like, yo, you could argue maybe Black Mirror, but like again, that's not coming from a Black audience. That's not coming from a Black perspective though. You feel me? When they're doing these episodes, I'm sitting there like really like engaged with it and like really like analyzing like what's going on because it's like, yo, this is some dope shit.
Yeah.
The only criticism I can make is that I know this shit's about to end though. We have to wait another year, a year and a half maybe.
I thought it was
season 4.
The end of the year, season 4 is airing.
And that's the case. If it's that close, by all means, keep doing that shit.
I don't know. I feel like a lot.
Don't hold me to that. I don't know, but
it's going over a lot of people's heads. I feel like this season is kind of similar to season 1, and like, and I don't know, just on the references, how like just current the references are and shit like that. I feel like it's less story driven, with those 2 episodes being about different shit.
Was it 2 or 3?
I feel like that's just a different approach to it, but because this is. Season 2, I feel like it was way more story driven. Like it's like every episode is like.
They had those episodes too of like those standalone episodes where it's just kind of like the day in the life, but you're still following
one of the characters.
You're still following one of the characters. Even with the Teddy Perkins, you still were following Darius.
Facts.
Or the barbershop. You're still following, Paperboy.
This season we got the Black kid and the whole adoption shit or the kidnapping shit. I'll call that kidnapping.
Yeah, facts.
You feel me?
And then you had the
dude who lost his job. Reparation
episode.
Yeah, reparation type shit. And then we have this one.
Is there
which is
another
the Trini one? That's 3.
There wasn't another one?
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
There's 3 episodes that like has nothing to do with the actual storyline.
And the thing is, I feel like they kind of do, bro, because these are things that are occurring while everything else is going on. Like one of those was a dream. I guess this was the second one with the reparation shit. Was that a dream also?
I mean, they didn't have that waking moment like they did in the first episode.
I don't think there's enough information to really say.
That'll come to light soon. But like Nate was pointing out something to me in the episode with the Trini shit. Is like when they were outside of the funeral on the back on the poster.
Oh yeah, they had the Paperboy like homecoming. So
it's kind of
like he's coming home. He's coming back soon.
It's just showing you what's going on in the world. Why? Because you gotta remember, bro, they're not even in America right now.
Facts.
So what you want to just see these niggas walk around Amsterdam and Europe and shit? I feel like that shit would be counterproductive for the plot. Because a lot of the shit that happened in the initial plot happened in Atlanta, bro. You feel me? I feel like the next season you're gonna see what happens once he comes back after being away for so long.
Different.
That shows how big he really is now. Because that shit, the Trini one took place in New York. You feel me? Yeah. And they got posters of Paperboy in New York, so it's like he's bigger than Atlanta now. Yeah. This nigga's like nationwide type shit.
I mean, he's country.
And I feel like that's why this last episode was so meaningful too.
Like European tours all the time.
I'm saying he's in a different country, so it's like, of course he's popping in New York.
It shows how meaningful the last episode was because like all the shit these niggas doing inside of a different country, it shows you like how disconnected he's getting from the actual community that he came from, and it shows you what shit like when he was sitting down with the black activists and shit like that. Just like him still just like, I don't know. It's just showing you where he's at, and the world is still going. You feel me? While he's doing whatever he's doing, so it's showing you different parts of the world, like while he's doing what he's doing.
I definitely think this most recent episode with following Paperboy and him going on a trip off I forgot what that cake. It's called Space Cake, some shit was. But I think that episode really started to tie things together where it's like, okay, now I see where this is going. You know what I mean? And the people were making the comparisons between the last season. There was an episode called The Woods.
Oh,
remember?
You did send that. I didn't read it yet.
Yeah, nah. And they were kind of breaking down the comparison between that and how, like, you remember that episode? Like The Woods
yeah. Like, is that the same one as the barbershop?
Nah, that was one of the episodes where like he's with, you know, a girl he's messing with, and she keeps like nagging, like, oh, you got to start doing this shit. You got to start being more of a rapper, blah, blah, blah. Posting on Instagram. The barbershop
was when he was like, I'm trying to get a cut. And then the dude keeps bringing him on all these different like side missions. And then eventually he ends up in the woods and those kids see him.
That's the one where he got robbed. He pulled up to buy the pack off his mans, and his man, I don't remember what else happened in that episode, but he put up on his mans to buy the pack. His mans robbed him and took the keys. So then he had to end up walking. And then when people seen him walking, he's like, I'm just keeping it real, man. I can't take a walk. Shit,
and then they jumped him. Yeah. So that was interesting too, right? In that instance, like there was 3 guys who jumped him in that instant. So then when he sees the white guys acting belligerent and shit like that, he's like, "Oh, I learned my lesson. Nigga, I'm out of here, bro." Like, damn, them niggas threw a baby, bro.
I feel like
I don't know if he was tweaking in that moment.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he was high. I feel like he was high at that moment. So you know, like I feel like he just seen 3 kids and he was like, "Yo," he's like, "Yo, I'm trying to get out of here."
So you think he imagined all those things that were happening?
That's my interpretation of the episode.
I think the kids might have been real, but then like them doing that shit with the baby had to be like, nah, this is when he's tripping.
Yeah, even
he's going in and out of like his high.
Yeah, facts. Type shit. Cause then you even see like I feel like the craziest part was the loop.
Oh yeah,
I still
don't really get
that shit was nutty.
When he fell over right before he passed out.
Yeah, when they first
the loop.
When he first walked by, and then Darius was like, "Oh, that's just a tour."
He was like, "Don't be like that guy."
Yeah, exactly.
And then you feel me? That shit
was that nigga high from the jump?
No, it's a little confusing. But and the thing is, I just don't feel like I could break it down the way I seen people break it down. Like some people had like very interesting things of. It's kind of like he's kind of like losing himself.
Don't remember what I said a couple weeks back though.
What's up?
Niggas will always have interpretation of your art. And for me personally, I want to be in control of that because there's gonna be a lot of niggas saying shit and it sounds so profound. It sounds amazing. It's like
niggas seem like they on to something.
And it's like, yo, that is not the intention at all.
Maybe not, but like they do a great job of breaking it down.
For sure. It might be even more. It might even make more sense than what the actual art, like creator thought of themselves.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? But
if I was a creator, I'd be like, yeah, run with that. That sounds good, bro. I'd be
like, that's what you took from it? All right.
I forgot what
I wasn't even trying. Like, it wasn't even that deep. But hey, man, I take the credit.
I forgot what piece of art it was, whether it was a book or an album, but there was somebody that was, I think it was Tarantino that was saying like people was interpreting shit, and he was like, nah.
It's like it's not even that deep.
Yeah, he was like, facts. It's literally just this. Like people you feel me? People want to bring something away from the art itself.
Yeah, just overly dissecting it. There's truth in there too, but I just loved
Nigga, Basquiat said that too. I was watching the documentary on him. He was like, what do people think about your art? He's like, ask them. And then he was like, do you find it frustrating when people try to ask you to explain your art? He was like, I can't explain it. He was like, a piano can't explain like why what he's playing sounds so beautiful. You feel me? It's like, it's kind of just natural to him. He could tell you what notes he played, like the same way the nigga could tell you what colors he used, what mediums, but he can't tell you what this was supposed to make you feel when he
He's not supposed to, but I think he couldn't explain his intention behind like as he was creating the, you know,
said
the
that
art.
it just flowed out of him, bro. When I paint, what you think I was thinking when I painted that shit?
I can't tell you that. You tell me,
bro. Nigga, I was just making shit look cool, bro. But a nigga might look at that shit.
And that could be in itself. But then you could have a white old lady come up to you and be like, wow, this is so profound. Like the way you
like,
blend,
like the earthly attachments.
And it's like, I'm
the
look
watch
at
represents luxury and the skull represents the death around your community.
Type shit.
And I'm just looking at them and be like,
I will say the one intentional thing I did with that was I crossed out the Montclair logos. That was like probably the only intentional thing I did.
What about the black child in the middle of the CBT? Like
that's not even a child. That's a black woman. She probably like she's bald.
Excuse me.
But yeah, facts. That is like I don't even. I just know. I just know that I only want to include black people in my art.
Okay,
I feel that.
So there was intention. There was an intention behind it, though.
Facts, yeah.
You know, I'm definitely gonna like put it up here. You know,
I want to make sure I'm doing my job to be more intentional what I'm doing, to make sure any nigga that comes across my shit, it's like, no, nigga, don't create this narrative. This is exactly what it is. I'm telling you this is what it is. And stay on
I think it's dope when you
gotta
could
let people have their own interpretation.
No, they can have their own interpretation for sure. You could receive it how you want to receive it, but just know this is what I felt. And this is what I was putting out.
Okay.
You feel me?
But there's still multiple interpretations.
You gonna put out like books with everything that you release?
Actually, yeah. At some point. Like niggas could buy like a whole like
I'm talking about further than the photos, like even music that you create, clothes that you work on, all
dope.
that shit. You feel me?
That'd be dope.
It's like you gonna explain, because that's what I feel like certain artists get tired of. You shouldn't have to explain everything you do. You feel me?
I would want to. And I think that in itself could be like a form of giving something that's inspirational to other people to be like, yo, I'm gonna read this and like that gives me a reference point to feel and maybe think to myself, what am I trying to do? You know what I mean?
Feel.
So yeah.
I was about to ask a question. Do you think that you should, like, if I'm you?
I don't think you should.
Well, you don't even know what I was about to say.
Oh, my fault.
If I'm you, even if there wasn't like, you know, purposeful intention as I was creating, once it's created, I'd come up with something, because I wouldn't want your art to be devalued because you was like, I don't know what the fuck I did. Like, I'd bullshit. I'd be like, yeah, so this I start bullshitting.
Because niggas could tell you bullshit. And that's worse.
That's why you practice the
bullshit. Because then I'm just
bullshit.
looking at them like, you just said a whole bunch of nothing.
Bro, you know how many people get away with that with art?
And I hate that shit.
Niggas make millions of dollars.
And they get off of white people.
Also, I feel
I'm
like
not doing this shit for white people.
You can interpret your art after you make it too. Sometimes you don't even know what you were feeling until after you make it and you look into the whole...
Exactly.
I feel like I'll be noticing certain things when I put music together and shit like that. I'll be like, oh, I didn't even peep like this shit, like a line like this, the way I'm like sequence the project and
there's
shit.
There's a thread,
like
there's a common thread between all these songs unintentionally, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what I would say. Like, after you create that piece, come up with something. Like, actually, like, look at it and be like, okay, there was some, we just, you know, you just talked about like, oh, I make sure to put a black, that's like black person in it, display that. That's intentionality. There's intentionality with you putting CBT. You did that for a reason, bro. That's your brand.
Yeah, facts.
KOBK, whatever the case is. The skull, bro. You do a lot of skulls in your art. Why is that like, you know, why is that important to you?
Facts.
So I come up with some shit before just saying like, yeah, it's just.
For that nigga Basquiat, the reason why he did that shit is because that nigga was sick as a kid. And like, when he was like bedridden, because I think like something fucked up with his legs or some shit. Yeah, like he couldn't walk and whatever. So he used to read like all these like anatomy books. So he's always just looking at the body. So that's why in his art, like you see a lot of like, there's a term for it, but like skeletons and shit like that in his art.
It's like the inner layers of the body.
Tight shit, yeah. It's like, that makes sense. That's a reason.
Better word.
You know?
I hear you. Now, if we want to, you know, break down some art, let's break down this newest Jack Harlow album.
I mean, I guess it is art.
Hey,
that is art. Let's interpret it. Let's give our opinions on it.
Before I say anything though, I will say this is my first time listening to any of his albums. Okay. I don't know if I want to go back and listen to any others because that's not what it made me want to do. But it's like, maybe at some point in time he was making better music. So I'm going to give him that benefit because this is my first time listening and it might be my last.
All right, let's dig a little. I actually do want to. I don't want to dig too deep. I don't want to overanalyze it, but I don't want to just chop it like, you know, sum it up to it's mid. Like that's all I seen on like, you know, Twitter, just like, oh, it's mid. Oh, he's the white Drake or blah, 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 blah. Let's actually have a reason why we don't fuck if you don't like it, why you don't like it other than just he's white or it's mid.
I was thinking about that too when I was on my way here.
Because I have a reason why like I felt the way how I felt.
One about his rap pacing, it just feels so boring to me. It's not exciting. He doesn't, and I'm not saying he needs to rap fast. I don't like niggas rapping like Eminem either. I don't like that shit. But it's just like, yo, it just seems like a nigga just talking to me, bro. And it's not talking to me behind production that gives it the space to just do that. Because like all these up-tempo beats and all that, and then it's just like, nigga, you just rapping mad slow, like you just talking. And then when you are saying some shit, it ain't anything cool. It ain't, you know, it ain't jiggy. It ain't something that I'm like, yo, I embody that. I feel that. It's just like, bro, nigga talking about nothing.
Nah, some of the songs he was talking about some shit, but it's just like, it's probably some shit that you can't relate to.
Most likely.
Different background area, shit like that. Because I hear some of the shit that he was talking about, I can't remember it to reference it for real, but he was talking about shit when he was like 17. He was like, oh, when I was 16, I did this. He was like, it took me 8 years to get this lit. It was like, it took me 10 years to do this, you feel me? 8 years to such and such type shit, you feel me?
Finally eat off of it. 9 years before I drink. Yeah.
So shit like that was cool, but I don't know. I feel like for me, it's just like, I don't know. Certain mainstream sounds just really don't appeal to me. So it's like listening through it, it's like it's hard for me to gravitate towards it. Like, and then the one beat that I did, I was like, yo, I'm kind of fucking with how this sounds.
What's that one beat that was?
It was with the one that had Pharrell on it. And I'm like, all right, I'm jamming to it. And then Pharrell came in singing, nigga. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, bro? I was like, why would you sing on this beat? I was like, why you hear this beat and think I'm gonna sing on this beat, bro? Like, I don't even know.
I don't even gotta say how I feel about Pharrell.
I didn't mind the one with Lil Wayne. I thought that was cool.
I didn't even listen through to it. I just played to hear the beat. Cause after the after Side Chick,
or Side
I
Piece.
was like, Side Piece, yeah. I listened to that one fully, and then the one with Pharrell came on, so I'm like, I'm fucking with the beat. And then I heard Pharrell start singing. I'm like, all right, yeah, I ain't gonna listen to the rest of this shit. I started skipping through the songs just to hear the beats, and I heard like half of the end of the outro, and I was kind of fucking with it, but it's the stuff that he's saying just seems generic. So I don't know if the rest of the project from where I dropped off is still generic, because the first half of the project wasn't really generic like that. As far as like what he's talking about, I would say the sound and the structure of the songs were generic. What he's talking about, it's like, yo, you feel me? He's talking about himself. I can't be mad at that. So, but it's like the way he's doing it is what's making it generic. You feel me? It's not necessarily what he's saying, and I might not even be able to relate to that. But that doesn't always mean that I can't enjoy it, because I feel like certain rappers, I listen to a lot of street shit. I listen to a lot of hipster shit. You feel me? I can't relate to a lot of that shit. I'm not out here killing niggas, but it's what they're saying and how they're saying it and the sound of the shit.
I was gonna say that. To me, it seems too polished too.
You think so?
There's nothing wrong with that either.
But but it's like when I
don't want to say that's a criticism. At least not when I was.
Let me elaborate. Because kind of like what you're saying, like it just seems very mainstream. It seems like some shit out here on like Kiss 108 or some shit. You feel me? Like some real radio shit. It's just like I don't like that kind of music.
I would say instead of polished, because there's some real underground shit that's polished. Like you could tell they put their heart and soul into the shit to make it sound the way it did, and it's polished. You feel me? But
see,
that doesn't mean it's generic. Polished just to me just means like, yo, they tried to make this as perfect as possible. For me, for their vision.
That's what you're saying.
Because I would say a lot of Travis's shit is polished, but that shit's not generic. Well, some of his shit. For me,
that's what you mean.
And I wouldn't. I think I have a better word for generic. For me personally, because I spun this 1.5 times. And then listening through, I definitely like the second half a lot better than the first half. The first half is a little hard to get through, but when I heard the second half of Young Harleezy, when Snoop Dogg comes in and then he's
I listened through that, and he was like, "You're the new Mac," and I was just sitting there.
I was like, "Yo, did you not have the self-awareness to realize that how that could be interpreted at all, bro?" But
nah, I feel like he did, and that's why he did it. That's the thing, because I feel like
take it like that. I feel like you know what? That's what he means. I think he meant like Mac. You know, niggas be like, "Yeah,
that is nigga." You feel like, come on, but it's a double entendre, bro. He knows he's a white rapper. He knows that he could, bro. But this is gonna sell. It's gonna do numbers. All these shits is gonna do numbers. I'll give him.
I don't think there's no doubt about that,
because. When you look at it, bro,
he's got big singles. He's got the push. Like people like the person. And
I was gonna say that too. Like
I don't hate Jack Harlow.
How he presented himself, he seems like a cool dude.
Yeah.
Real wholesome dude. You know, humble. You feel me?
Funny, like
for sure. I'm not a fan of the music.
I feel like it's about what he does after this, because a lot of the times artists like this, they'll be like, all right, this is the sound that works for me, and they'll be like, I'm gonna continue to do this. And I feel like for me, it just starts with whatever the beats is sounding like. Like I hate when people keep putting out projects and it sounds like it's literally just the same beats. Even if they like, sometimes you just gotta work with a different producer, because the producer that you're working with can't make a different beat, bro. You feel me? So in order to get a new sound,
that nigga Boy Wonder be doing everything.
That's the thing. Oh, okay. That contributes to another criticism. But right. While I was listening to this, I will agree. I think the disconnect for me with his rapping ability, it's not like he can't rap. It's not like it's a bad sounding album. I've heard bad sounding albums. I've heard albums I can't am not trying to get through. I could do it, but I think the word that really sums it up, and you said it, it's just boring, bro. Like the topics, it's like they're just shallow. I think that's the word instead of generic for me. It's shallow.
And it's funny you say that though, because with me feeling that, I was asking myself though, like, do I want him here rapping about killing niggas and drugs and all that? But I don't want that either.
It's not about that, but it's about because all I'm getting, bro, from a lot of the songs is like, he's just being too cool. You feel me? Like too cool to the point where it's like, all right, where's like the act? Like, all right, this okay. I'll make a great comparison, right? People called him the white Drake, and I see the joke, blah blah blah, the white Drake, you know. But in Drake a way, I can see it in the sense of like, it's bland Drake, bro. Because Drake, he's like, you've got Drake, the cool, like, you know, he could talk cool and everything. But like, I think a lot of the time, like how Drake was able to separate himself was like being vulnerable, showing his insecurity, showing like, I'm not just mad cool. I'm not like the guy that you should be jealous of. I'll take your girl,
Drake
blah, blah, blah.
Who he was, bro. Like niggas don't understand coming from that era of like gangster rap, everyone's acting like they're the toughest dude in the streets. Like, yo, I can relate to this dude who's talking about, I got my heart broken and I feel sad.
I'm a simp, like whatever the case is, like, you feel me?
It's just mad relatable.
It is.
The nigga had 40. It start with the beats. I mean, I don't feel like the shit.
I do agree. The production on this wasn't anything. I think the best production was on the singles, like First Class. Like
I didn't even like First Class, bro. When I listened to the album,
the production,
beat, I didn't even like the beat either.
Like I didn't like the verses.
I don't like when these niggas keep sampling and shit like that.
No, you're hating. That shit was clean. I think that's why that song is so big, is because of the glamorous sample, bro.
Yeah, facts,
and how,
of
like,
course. That is why it's that.
You feel me? It's in his head, bro. Like, it's catchy, bro. The song fumbles because the verses are weak, but like, you know. But so like I said, I think that's the disconnect too. Is just like the range of what he's talking about, just shallow. He's just, you know, like he's just being too cool. He's just sticking with this one tone of voice, and he's not like expanding beyond that. And it just gets boring after a while, you know? And it's not like his rapping ability is enough. Like, he's not a bad rapper, but he's not making me think like, oh shit, I gotta run that back just to hear that again. Like, you never, like, I didn't get that from, like, you feel me? Even if you were just trying to be one type of, you know, even if you were trying to be this type of Drake music, Drake can still rap his ass off, bro. Whether you want to call it ghost written or whatever, that nigga still has flows, and you can hear that in the song that he's even on.
I'm gonna actually go back.
I'm
gonna listen to his other projects just to see, like, has he always been like this? Like, what do people really see in it? You feel me? I mean, I think a lot of people were like, I don't fuck with this album at all. Yeah. You feel me? I'm gonna go back, listen to see.
I think there are people who want to hate on it and didn't give it the benefit of the doubt at all, and just are quick to be like, it's mid, but there's truth in like saying it's not that great of an album, because it's just like that's where the disconnect. The beats aren't crazy. There's no dynamic between these. He's not even as good of a singer as Drake, bro, to be trying to, like, you know, copy the playbook. You know, like when I hear Poison with Lil Wayne, I hear the hook and I'm like, yeah, Drake should be singing this hook, bro. And I hate that, like, that's the comparison, because it's like, to me, that's the GOAT. So it's like, that's not a fair, but that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to be like,
y'all remember, this is the nigga we listening to right now. You feel me, too? So what do you expect? I'm
gonna go listen to the album. That one, the other one where he's like in the car, like a limo or some shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go listen to that. I'm gonna listen to it.
Because I was trying to see how many projects he released before.
But yeah, bro, the label's putting so much money to this nigga, bro. Pharrell, Drake, Wayne, who else he had on the project?
Yeah.
Who else? Even the sample, he got that shit clear.
Justin Timberlake was he on feature on 2022? I don't care.
I don't remember his verse or anything.
Yeah, bro. Who wants to listen to JT in 2022? I'm sorry, bro.
That's probably just some shit for him. That it's like, y'all was a fan of this thing as a kid, and I can actually finally have this thing on my project. I'm gonna do that shit.
Still not it.
Nigga had Topanga in like one of his promo videos. Like, nigga. You know what I mean?
I see.
He's just doing it because he can now.
I definitely could have used some more features with like current like guys in the game. Like that would have been nice. Like,
you want a Lil Baby feature with Jack
Harlow?
I want
a Lil Baby. It could have been anything. Okay, here's one, right? I want to say the songs I did like, so it's not just me shitting on the whole thing, but I think the hooks were weak too, bro. You know what I mean? I don't want to constantly make the Drake comparison, but if you try, like I said, you're gonna follow the playbook, do this shit right. Like the hooks just aren't outside of the singles. The hooks didn't catch me, bro. And it's like, yeah, the hooks were pretty weak.
I was like, what does Dua Lipa even look like?
You know?
Yeah, I was thinking about that when I heard that song. It's crazy because they mentioned her in the thing in the episode too.
So yeah, we got to protect Dua Lipa. You got to protect her. Yeah, looking back though, I would say some songs that was cool was like Lil Secret. And I got to listen more to really like, stand on these.
Yeah, by the way, this is my first time listening to the album.
Lil Secret, I Got a Shot, the Drake shit cool, Like a Blade of Grass, and then
that's the only one I liked off the project to like actually physically like click the like thing. The last song,
the
outro,
Stay Fair, yeah. Because that was him. It wasn't a shallow. Like, you feel me? He's actually talking about like being back in Kentucky and everything. So I like that outro
nigga,
vibe.
Kendrick drop next week. Fuck all that shit, nigga.
Sorry, yo, I'm ready for
I just
that
remember
shit.
that shit.
That's
nigga.
why we gonna talk about it this week and never talk about it again. You feel me? Because once the real GOAT comes through.
Yo,
It's a double album too.
I don't know how many he actually sold. I think
that's speculation. It's not confirmed as a double album.
You have the picture of the two CDs?
He did have 2 CDs.
That's just,
I don't know.
That's probably so niggas to do what they doing right now. You don't know.
Talk about
could be though.
I feel like Kendrick ain't the type to just bait. It's like, this is intentional. I think he is. I think it might be a dope project.
Maybe.
Or it might just be a very long album.
Hey,
you feel
man,
me?
we deserve
it's a 2-piece in a one. Kind of like Scorpion, where it's like you got the A side, the B side. You can see the transition in the project.
You know what I'd rather have then?
What?
If he was to do that, I want him to follow. I don't want him to. He don't got to do anything I say, but I also don't like super long albums. Those are hard to like get through. So do maybe the Future or Lil Uzi method. You feel me? Drop one the first week. Let's interpret that. Let's like really sink our teeth into it. And then the second week, you can give us that body of work, and it doesn't feel like you're hitting us all at once. Because it's a lot of music that you're making up for this, years.
Who's to say how much
absence.
music? It could be 6 and 6, 12 songs in total.
I feel like whatever it is, I know it's gonna be a
after.
story though. So you're gonna need all them songs to get the complete context of the
piece
story.
It together. Yeah. Hey, I'm excited.
So that'd be dope. You give us half the story,
like
and then we think.
And then he drops the
exactly.
Niggas is litty.
I think that's the best way, because like I said, it's a lot of music out here, and it's tough to get through it sometimes, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Did you go back to the Future
like
album from last
if
week?
It's bad, bro. I feel like it's only tough to get through if it's bad. If I fuck with that shit, I'll listen to that shit, spin it back, bro.
Well, My Beautiful Dark Fantasy, how long? An hour 10, hour 20? Some shit like that. I feel like that's a really long project, and I get through it because I fuck with that album. I mean, I never really sat there and been like, damn, bro, like this is mad long.
But even then, it's not that many songs. I feel like the songs are long as hell.
I was about to say the songs are
like
just
the
long.
songs are long, but I don't think it's more than 15 songs.
It's still about the duration though.
There's certain projects I could just listen to it through, and I'll
like. There's only 13 songs. It's an hour 8 minutes.
Okay.
It's just that like some of these songs are like 5 to 6 minutes. Runaway 7. Like
Kendrick be doing that too though.
I meant more than me was 12 minutes.
Couple, bro. Complexion is like what 6?
Complexion. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, Kendrick about to shock the world. We might have to have a. Y'all want to do the same thing we did with the Donda and CLB, where we just break it down, like really give it like a whole episode like it deserves? Or do y'all want to see that actually? Does the audience want to see
4
that?
minutes just to correct myself.
I think I was suggesting to do a reaction. Who Johnny
do a live reaction to listen to. I think it's just tough because like you're kind of, when you do the live reactions, you're trying to like be entertaining or give them something, but like I know I'm not gonna.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to listen to that shit myself.
In silence, bro. I really want to like actually listen to every word he has to say, like, because otherwise, I feel like if I'm talking in the middle of it, I'm gonna miss something, bro.
That's the thing too. I feel like when we used to do the rhyme or reason shit, them niggas used to be talking through the song. I used to hate that shit. I used to be like, bro, like these parts is gonna get cut out anyway. The parts we talking during the song is gonna get cut out. So why y'all talking during the song? I'm trying to listen to it, and then we talk about the song after the song's done. That's what, in my case, a reaction, because I've watched reaction videos where the person is just like, you'll see the like first couple seconds of the song, and then they'll talk about what they think after the song. It's not everyone where it's like, what's that one nigga that used to just be like, ooh, and then start throwing shit while he's reacting to it. I
don't know.
It's not even. It was a big nigga that was doing that shit. I remember I was searching up after the I used to watch a lot of reaction videos and shit, and the ones that I liked was when the niggas was just like, they'll just interpret the song after the song's done, not the niggas that was dancing to the song while it's going on and shit. So I don't give a fuck how you react to the song. Let's see what you like. I don't know, think about the song.
Nah, we'll let the community decide for us. You feel me? Y'all want a live reaction? Y'all want us to react afterwards, or do you just want it to be a topic and then still get the regular episode? It's up to y'all. I definitely think it's Kendrick, bro. This is about to be a holiday next Friday, bro. Like shit, I'm gonna be waiting in midnight. I know that for sure.
Facts.
But like I said, with the how quickly music, dies out, like how quick it's here and gone tomorrow. Like, are you still listening to the last couple of albums that we like spoke on for the last couple of weeks?
Nah, I was just listening to Damn the other day though. I feel like certain albums, if they're good, bro, they'll get revisited. You feel me? Even shit that's.
So what's the most recent album that you really like you still spin, bro? What's the most recent?
Most recent album that I still spin. I gotta look through my shit. It's probably something from like 2020 or maybe 2019.
See, that's crazy. That's 2 years ago.
That's cause but that's also maybe this shit in 2021 that I listened to that I fuck with. And you're talking about like listen through the album, like I'm not just like certain songs.
Like you revisit it. It doesn't have to be the whole thing, but you revisit a couple good songs.
Oh, there's a bunch of shit. Because
I would say the Voice of the Heroes, the Lil Baby, Lil Durk album. I got some joints in there that I still like. You know that I think are
I ain't
hard.
listen to that shit.
Really,
I still
bro?
listen. I still listen to G Herbo shit.
2040s.
I still listen to
How
Lucky
It Feels,
shit.
Lion, Okay. Them shits is hard. When that shit comes on in the gym, bro, I'm on that, bro.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of new music then. Just not in the sense of where I'm gonna listen to this project. But I listen to a lot of new music, bro.
But when I say project, like, it's got to be at least like 5 songs off the project. To qualify,
Yeah.
I would say to qualify as like,
I feel like
a project you revisit, not just one song.
Yeah, with Pierre's project, T-Lot 5, I still listen to a lot of them songs. I listen to a lot of songs that came out last year. I feel like a lot of the times the music that I'm listening to is current music. And then there'll be those days where I'm like, all right, I don't feel like listening to none of this shit today. Let me go listen to some old shit. I feel like I listen to old shit less because I'll be like, damn, I haven't heard none of this shit in a while. I listen to too much new shit. And so I want to go back and like listen to it. And then that gives me that feeling. But I don't like listening to old shit a lot because then you just stuck in that era, bro. You just stuck listening to that same ass shit. I want to listen to some new shit every day. I want to find new music every day.
It's interesting because, like, with Spotify having like songs and everything, a lot of the times I don't mind if I'm revisiting these songs from a couple of years ago.
I hate when I hear the same song. I'll be like, I'll get off the whole album, get on SoundCloud and get on my feet and just be like, yo, let me see which one of these shits. And I like the way SoundCloud, they'll carry these playlists for you now too, where it's like, I guess the same way Spotify and shit does, but it's like real underground niggas.
What?
Spotify's is terrible.
How?
Cause like this, shit,
Folks,
like the shuffle, nigga.
Nah, I think Spotify Shuffle is why I stayed with it instead of Apple Music. Apple Music, you press shuffle, I'm hearing the same song all the fucking time, bro. Like Spotify, yeah, I might have to skip a couple songs, but once I skip a certain amount of songs, they'll be like, okay, I see what vibe Rob trying to listen to.
No, but that's the thing. Did you originally look up a song and then it made a radio for you, or did you press shuffle through your like songs?
I'll do shuffle. I'll skip through, and then if there's a song like I'm trying to stay with that vibe, I'll click shuffle. I mean, I'll put the radio. The radio's like
the radio works.
That's the key. Yeah, that's
the radio
definitely
works,
the key,
but the
bro.
shuffle in itself, I don't fuck with that shit.
I don't think I ever used the radio.
Really, bro? Nah, you gotta use it.
It's been a couple
it'll
times.
change how you use Spotify.
I went in a couple of the playlists before, but I never used the radio before, I don't think. And if it do, it's like when I click, you know when you like search a song and you click it and then it ends up playing after? Sometimes that shit'll happen. But then sometimes they start playing shit for my likes. So I'll just be like, yo.
I hate it. Yeah. Nah, but Spotify got it. When it comes to the algorithms, niggas be doing it. I think the worst thing about Spotify, it just don't show me, like, I wish there was a page or like new music. Show me like what's the newly released albums.
There is, yeah. You gotta
scroll down. You gotta go to release radar and shit like that. I want to see like all the new albums.
All right, you want it for every genre, or you just is a certain genre?
But they're gonna assume what I want to listen. I just want to see if you go new shit, bro.
Nah, if you go to the genre and you be like hip hop, it'll be like new releases. It's for
but it say new releases for you.
No. Look, bro. I'm gonna show you. Hold up. You gotta go to fucking You gotta go like this. You go to the search. When you go to search, it'd be like you go to your genre and then you be like new releases, and it'll show you everything as new.
Okay.
But it's only for a specified genre. That's something I noticed. On Apple, they'll show you new releases for every genre, but for Spotify, it's only like you gotta go to each genre that you want to see new releases for.
And remember what I was saying with the a couple of weeks ago when I was talking about how like they're doing the new slick thing where it's like the first thing that pops up as a result isn't the album but the playlist. So they'll have a playlist that runs. They'll call the playlist, the new album title.
Oh yeah, with the little baby shit.
It's not just the little baby.
No,
shit.
but like that's the example that you gave, and I was like, what's going on here?
That's what it was. But the Jack Harlow shit too, bro. Like if I do, what's shit? Come home, the kids with me. It's going to give me the playlist before it even gives me the album. You click on the playlist, it's going to run through the whole album, but then afterwards, so that you keep listening to that nigga, bro. I mean, for some reason, it's not his songs, but
can't hate the game, man. That's pretty smart, bro. I'm about to start making them playlists.
I mean, no, that's why I'm pointing it out, because like that's what they doing now. Like
leaking sauce right there, bro. Niggas don't need that sauce right there.
I think it's pretty obvious what they doing, bro. Once you see it enough times, Any random topics that y'all had? I should have asked the community to drop some questions, no bullshit, yesterday. I wish I did that.
Yeah, gotta drop the questions from the community, man. I don't got no topics.
Nigga said, all right, let me see Twitter. Let me see what.
That's how I come up with topics, bro. I just see the group chat. Niggas see what niggas talk about up in this bitch.
Yo, did y'all see what Antonio Brown said about Colin Kaepernick?
That shit. I don't even know what the fuck you was talking about. I ain't see that shit.
Let me see if I can find it.
As a compensation.
He took the deal. We don't feel sorry for you. You took the deal. Fuck out of here.
Talking about Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, Kaepernick, man, you on fucking Nike, man. Fuck out of here.
You don't feel, so he good? You think he good? Cause
Yeah,
I was thinking
he good.
But you know the nigga want to get back in the league,
Nah,
bro.
he don't want to play, man. He was trash, everything.
He was trash? Yeah, I don't know about trash. He was alright. Come on, AB.
Man, listen,
he was alright,
man.
AB.
Kaepernick did all that and took the money and then got the commercials. We don't see Kaepernick outside. Where he at? I ain't never seen him outside.
I never seen myself.
All right, so like, don't even say
I see him
it.
throwing the ball, trying to get back in, though.
Yeah, but he already took the money. All that's cap. Like, we ain't respecting that, bro. You took the money, the commercials. Yeah. We don't see you outside. We don't see him in the hood. He don't do nothing. Like, we cool, but nah, we ain't even saying Kaepernick.
I understand his perspective.
He not even from the hood. He don't even been in the trenches. Yeah. Like, we like Kaepernick and all, but like we ain't really on that. So as black people, we need to get that clear. Cause like when we have moments, ain't nobody giving us nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like, he took the handout, so he got to take the man route. And
he took the handout, so he got to take the man route.
Florida nigga.
Yo,
I understand his perspective a lot too. No bullshit. Yeah.
Elaborate on that.
Yeah, during that time when he was doing that knee shit, I was fucking up a lot of shit for a lot of people in the league. And then he got the bag from Nike.
Wait,
like
how so? Just to explain deeper, who was fucking up?
I guess I don't know. I guess for his teammates or some shit, they was angry at him. I remember that or some shit. But yeah,
taking attention away from the team. Maybe
I remember just a lot of ex players and current players was just like, "Why the fuck are you doing it? Just play." But then there's other people that was like, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know too deep into it, but I understand AV's perspective. It's a very young nigga perspective, you feel me? Because what he is saying is facts, bro. You feel me? It's a light-skinned biracial nigga that's doing all this shit. And then it's like, yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. What is Kaepernick doing to like help communities and shit?
Okay, yeah. So let me explain.
Because he is getting a check off all this shit, you know?
I think
so I want to know what's he doing with all this bread that he's getting.
I will say that's valid criticism, right? I never criticized the knee because of the attention that it brought. Like, it made people feel uncomfortable, and it was supposed to make people feel uncomfortable because he's bringing awareness to the social justice issue. That's very valid, no matter what, if he's biracial or not. That shout out to shedding that light. The issue that then comes from is when you sue the NFL for blackballing you, and instead of like pursuing it further or like staying on your mission, you take the bread, and then from what we see from the public view is that like, what are you now doing to keep, pushing the justice for
the agenda?
He
probably knew he wasn't gonna win that shit, so he took the bread and was like, all right.
But even what is he doing now? That's a valid question. With like, I think a lot of people expected him to be, a leader of some type of movement, but he's been very silent.
Do we know for a fact he pocketed that money, or like did he like take that money and like gave it a different resource?
Where the fuck the money went?
Anybody knows? Like, I mean, not saying nobody knows, but we don't know for sure.
Yeah.
But maybe there's an issue. So that's why I think it's valid criticism. Like, where did that money come? Were you just serving yourself? Like, once you were good, it's not an issue that you care about anymore? Or are you still actively working toward this?
Because you got from?
Does it matter?
Kind of does. Kind of really fucking do.
What is your demographic? Where did you grow up in a suburban area and you was never actually around niggas for real?
No,
like,
but that I don't think that stops you from being able to still
not at all. But that's what AB was saying to the sense. It's like, yo, like, niggas don't even like really know you like that because you was never outside with us. You feel me?
Okay. But like I said, he's still shedding light on a very important subject. So him doing that, I salute that. I think what happened, my issue is that he's
from Milwaukee.
Okay. Yeah.
Fair, yeah.
Take it what you want with that information. But I think the issue for me is like, you've rallied all these people around your movement, a whole bunch of people who defended your actions and like was like, yo, fuck the NFL, blah, 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 all that. And then it's like, where did that lead into? You feel me? Like,
we were to start his own league or some shit, or that was LeVar?
I don't know. There's a couple of people trying to start their own leagues.
That nigga should have did something, bro. That nigga ain't do nothing, bro. That nigga just got a bag.
From as far as you see, like, I know he did, like, he had his, like, camps and shit like that, know your rights and stuff. But
like he said, bro, that nigga just didn't want to play, bro.
So it's like, I think that's where the valid criticism comes from. I don't care if he's biracial or what, that as long as you're trying to fight for the cause, but once it seems that like you're self-serving instead of pushing for the cause, that's where you lose us. Like, lose us, the black population, like people who are supporting you and expected you to be a leader of this shit. And now it's like, where were you? Did you just get your pockets paid and that was it? Like, you feel me? Where's the follow-up to any of that, you know?
A nigga probably made an agreement once he got the bread, and like it was probably some sort of
probably NDAs involved. Like, yo, you can't talk crazy about the NFL. I mean, they settled it not in court, but like outside of court. So I don't know how public the information is, you know. And we could look it up afterwards. But
what I said, because like AB saying that, but it's like I never looked into it, so who knows? Maybe that
and
information is out there.
That's the interesting part. Like, I feel like AB speaking on this is kind of one of those things. It's like the right message, wrong messenger. You feel me? Because it's like, should AB be saying this stuff? Yeah. Like you also ditched, like you also stopped playing football. Like, you feel me? You just quit on your
teammates.
Did
you not back it up with receipts? That's like, yo, I wasn't even supposed to be out there for real.
There was a lot of things that contribute, because regardless, bro, if he was gonna get his targets and everything, he would have kept playing. Like, AB's still a very selfish person. Let's not get that like confused. You feel me? I don't hate the guy. I think he's entertaining. You feel me? And he's a super talented,
I don't hate him because he's entertaining.
He's not the Palace, nigga.
He's a super talented wide receiver, but like definitely like is selfish dude, and he's not consistent at all. You feel me? He'll do, yeah. I mean, we know AB's pass. I don't gotta like throw it back out there. You know, I seen a whole live where he like just shitted on his like baby moms, bro, and called the police on it. It's like, that's nasty behavior, bro. You feel me? So I don't want you to be like the morally superior guy in this situation now. You know, it's like you're one to talk. You know, there's just certain people where it's like the message, like the right message. You know, wrong
what
message.
interview was that from?
It wasn't an interview. That's an IG live, bro. I remember.
No, I'm talking about
this.
I
don't know what podcast this was, to be honest.
Come on, watch the full thing now.
Cigar talk. I don't know.
Say that.
I'm not even sure, to be honest. But yeah, anything else with y'all? Anything new before we wrap it up?
Shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Socks dropping soon. A lot of new shit dropping soon for the CBT shit.
What you got coming for the people?
Hey, a lot of shit. I'm working on this windbreaker, the Goblin windbreaker. I'm working on a sweater. A lot of one-on-one collections coming soon. Some shirts, some General Elite shirts about to drop with the Goblin on it.
I think
more
it's
socks.
Church. I was like, oh shit.
More and more socks. A lot of socks. About to do a lot of socks. People really fuck with the socks heavy.
Say that. Hey, make sure you copy your CBT. Yeah. Make sure you like and subscribing.
New merch coming soon for the BFTC. Be working on it. We currently working on it.
See, you've spoken into existence.
Definitely
now we definitely got to
It's dropping this summer. It's dropping this summer.
All right, say that. They'll be waiting on it.
Just know that.
Hey, man, we appreciate y'all for making it this far. Shout out to y'all. We'll see you next week. Be out of here.